Here are the top stories for today, December 4, 2019. President Duterte threatens to sue water concessionaires over irregularities in their concession agreements with the government. The Pasay police says the alleged kidnapping cases reported in the city may be connected to illegal drugs. About 124,000 families in various parts of the country are reported to be affected by Typhoon Tisoy. And the mayor of Bacolod City calls on Filipinos to unite as the country hosts the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
Good day, I'm William Theo. Welcome to the PNA Newsroom. Our top story for today, President Rodrigo Duterte threatened to sue water concessionaires for economic sabotage over irregularities the firm signed with the government in 1997. Janice Cave tells us more.
President Duterte on Tuesday threatened to file charges against water concessionaires Manila Water and Maynilad, whom he accused of screwing Filipinos.
Kayo sabihin ko sa hindi ko matawag, makita ako kayo. Just make sure hindi tayo magtagpo. Kumutun ko lang nila.
Duterte expressed frustration over how the concession agreements prevented the government from interfering with the water distribution responsibilities.
Ganito yan. Ang tubig atin. Maraming tubig. Ang problema, binigay natin sa mga torpeng hindi nga Pilipino halos o Pilipino yan walang kaluluwa. Yang Manila Water, pati Maynilad. But when I saw the contract, sabi ko, to, they are screwing us. In the contract, the water is categorized not as a natural resource but as a commodity. At ang masakit dyan, we cannot interfere because if we do, they will sue us and they will be awarded millions kasi ang napili nila is arbitration.
One of the most notable onerous provisions in the concession deals was the prohibition against government interference in rate setting and the provision on indemnity for possible losses in the event of such government interference.
Ang arbitration sa Singapore, membro rin sila niyan. It is an interlocking ng mga mayaman dito sa Southeast Asia. Nag-form sila ng isang parang korporasyon. We cannot raise or lower the price of water in this country. If we do that, they will sue us and for interference and they go to file the arbitration, talo talaga tayo. Kita mo ko walang hiyaan ng tao.
Due to the two provisions, the government was ordered by the Singapore Arbitration Court to pay Maynilad about 3.6 billion pesos and recently 7.4 billion pesos to Manila Water as compensation for losses and damages.
Dito sa kontrata na ito, Maynilad, we must not do anything to jeopardize their operation. Because kung at any given period or during the lifetime of the contract, pag nalugi sila, you have to pay for the losses. Billion yan.
In a separate speech, Duterte warned that he would file economic sabotage raps against Manila Water and Maynilad.
Ipapile ko to. Economic sabotage and I will arrest them. Lahat silang mga patikim ko sila paano ang buhay ng preso. Kung pati ako isasali nila, sasali ako doon sa presuhan. Walang problema yan.
He also insinuated that Senator Franklin Drilon may be behind the contracts.
Ako, wala akong ano kay Drilon. Pero I distinctly recall that Drilon said something, Presidente Duterte, do not tinker with that contract because we will end up paying so many billions of pesos. Senator Drilon, are you one of those who crafted the contract? I'm asking you. Ako, I'm ready to go down. Hindi kita tinatakot. Pero pag bumagsak ako, dadalhin talaga kita.
The Chief Executive asked Finance Secretary Carlos Dominguez III and Solicitor General Jose Calida to craft a new contract that is really favorable to government.
Gusto ko lang malaman ng Pilipino bago ka matapos. Kailan man yan bukas, or I may not complete my term. It could be tomorrow, it could be day after. So, gusto ko lang malaman ng mga Pilipino that may dumaan na presidente who really loves his country.
For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Janice Cave.
President Duterte announced that he is not bent on granting the renewal of the 25-year congressional franchise to local broadcast network ABS-CBN. Duterte made the pronouncement before the newly appointed government officials as he was still irked by ABS-CBN's supposed bias by slanting reports about him. ABS-CBN's franchise is set to expire on March 30, 2020.
Ikaw, ABS-CBN, you're a mouthpiece. Ang inyong franchise mag-end next year. If you are expecting na ma-renew yan, I'm sorry. You're out. I will see to it that you're out. Ilan kaming mga kandidato na kinuha ninyo ang pera namin but never aired our propaganda. Ako, Chis Escudero, lahat kami. Pero yung propaganda ni Trillanes portraying children and which was really a prohibited act under the rules of the election code in spite of the fact na may TRO na huwag ninyong pinalabas ninyo.
Meanwhile, Pasay City Police Chief Colonel Bernard Yang said that the alleged kidnapping incidents in Pasay City might be linked to illegal drugs. Yang said some relatives of the missing persons whose ages range from 16 to 22 years of age admitted that some of them were involved in illegal drug transactions. He said 3 of them were involved in online selling, but they are not certain yet if it involves illegal drugs. These social media posts about the white van and missing children in Metro Manila have become viral for several times in the past. For his part, NCRPO Acting Director Brigadier General Dibold Sinas belied reports that the abductions were staged by syndicates involved in selling internal organs. He said reports, particularly those circulating online in which a white van is going around Metro Manila and other nearby provinces to take children for their internal organs, were all fake news. He said the police were yet to get any formal complaint on such matters. President Duterte signed 2 laws on Tuesday night, postponing SK polls to December 2022 and putting up malasakit centers nationwide. More on this from Bench Bondo.
President Duterte signed into law a bill seeking to establish malasakit centers in all hospitals run by the Department of Health nationwide. The Malasakit Center law is meant to complement the Universal Healthcare Law and serves as one stop for easy access to medical and financial assistance needed to receive healthcare services. The President also signed into law a measure postponing the barangay and sangguniang kabataan elections scheduled in May 2020 to December 2022. Duterte postponed twice the village and youth council elections for fear that incumbent village officials who allegedly have ties with drug syndicates might get re-elected. Meanwhile, the President also promoted 2 Court of Appeals justices, Mario Lopez and Edgardo de Santos, to the Supreme Court in place of former Supreme Court Associate Justice Francis Hardileza and Senior Associate Justice Antonio Carpio. Carpio and Hardileza mandatorily retired on October 26 and September 26, respectively. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Benj Bondo.
Still to come, about 124,000 families in various parts of the country are reported to be affected by Typhoon Tisoy. Manila Archbishop Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle offers a prayer as Typhoon Tisoy hits the country. More on these when the PNA Newsroom continues.
Akadwa kaladyo, balik kayo kalayo. Andaw kitadyo may tako, onlaw kito man adibay. Adibay! Woo! Woo! Kultura tayo dya kabinggetan, sa heja may kwana kabaknangan. Digang tibyagan anosan, warantoy ako dya pansyatsahan. Adibay! Woo! Woo! Akadwa kaladyo, balik kayo kalayo. Andaw kitadyo may tako, onlaw ito man adibay. Adibay! Woo! Woo! Kultura tayo dya kabinggetan, sa heja may kwana kabaknangan. Digat nigagan renosan, warantoy ako dya pansyatsahan. Adibay! Woo! Woo!
The number of families affected by Typhoon Tisoy in at least 5 regions has risen to nearly 124,000. In its 6 a.m. update Wednesday, the National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said these families are from Central Luzon, Bicol, Eastern Visayas, National Capital Region, and Mimaropa. No fatalities were reported. Over 114 families are being aided in evacuation centers, while about 9,000 are being helped outside. Damaged houses were placed at 38, with 18 totally damaged and 20 partially damaged in Bicol, Western Visayas, Cordillera Administrative Region, and Caraga. As Typhoon Tisoy pummeled most parts of the country, the head of the Archdiocese of Manila issued his prayer for those affected by the weather disturbance. Manila Archbishop Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle released a prayer Tuesday afternoon as the typhoon hits parts of Luzon and Visayas. Earlier, the Diocese of Legazpi and the Archdiocese of Caceres urged the faithful to pray the Oratio Imperata. Churches under the diocese were urged to open to evacuees that will be affected by the storm. Meanwhile, Caritas Manila has asked for donations from the public for those affected by Tisoy. In a statement, the group said it needs food donations such as rice, munggo, sugar, salt, pansit, malunggay or kalabasa or bihon, canned vegetables, and dried fish. Also needed are non-food items like water, hygiene kits, mats, blankets and towels, clothes and new underwear, and shelter materials. Donors may drop off the items at the Caritas Manila office in Pandacan, Manila. Cash donations can be made online or through Banco de Oro, BPI, and Metrobank. Thousands of residents in various provinces have evacuated from their homes in preparation for the onslaught of Typhoon Tisoy. Here is our report.
Close to 200 evacuees in Albay who sought refuge in private and public evacuation camps were allowed to return home on Tuesday afternoon. These after Typhoon Tisoy battered the provinces of Sorsogon, Albay, and Masbate on Monday night. Albay Governor Al Francis Bichara allowed the decampment of evacuees due to the improved weather condition. The province has so far maintained its zero casualty goal in various disaster operations. In Bataan, the towns of Orion and Ebuka evacuated at least 258 families or more than 1,100 persons as precautionary measure in the wake of Typhoon Tisoy. The affected families from Orion took shelter at the Santa Elena Elementary School and Kalungusan Elementary School, while those from Abukay were evacuated to the Senior Citizens Hall of Barangay Wawa. They preferred to be evacuated for fear that the waves would suddenly hit their houses, especially during the night when there was high tide. In Aurora Province, some 368 families or 1,303 individuals were evacuated in Dingalan Town as Tropical Cyclone Warning Signal number 2 was hoisted over the southern part of this province due to Typhoon Tisoy on Tuesday. The Municipal Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said the move is to ensure the safety of the residents, especially those in low-lying areas such as the coastal villages of Aplaya, Butas na Bato, Paltik, Ibona, Matawi, Dikapanikian, and Umaray. Fishermen were advised not to venture out into the sea for fishing. Meanwhile, at least 7,000 individuals in 59 barangays of Cebu Province were evacuated on Monday afternoon until early Tuesday morning due to Typhoon Tisoy. Neil Sanchez, head of the Provincial Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Office, said the number of individuals affected by the preemptive evacuation covered at least 1,488 families. He said the typhoon caused no damage and casualty to the province, particularly in northern portion covered by the storm signals issued by Pag-asa. For the PNA Newsroom, I'm Laid Kabagani.
The Philippine delegates to the 52nd Asia-Pacific Privacy Authorities Forum on Monday assured global trade players of data privacy in the country. National Privacy Commission Chair Edmund Enriquez Liboro said business can be conducted in a safe manner because of regulations involving data privacy. Around 800 data protection officers in Visayas and Mindanao sought accountability, compliance, and ethics certification on Tuesday, December 3rd. Up next, officials in Bukidnon express worry over the alleged evacuation of Manobo residents by organizers of the CPP-NPA. And Mayor of Bacolod City calls on Filipinos to unite as the country hosts the 30th SEA Games. The PNA Newsroom returns after these reminders.
I feel very dumbstruck kasi I didn't expect to win again today. Winning my first event 2 days ago was already enough for me. I was very, very thankful for that opportunity. Pero this time, I'm even more than happy to have represented the Philippines in this competition. And I hope na I brought pride to the country. I would like to dedicate my fight to my grandmother and my family and the head coach who's losing sleep as of this moment just to organize this whole event. So thank you, Coach Samson.
Local officials in the Bukidnon town of Quezon expressed worry over the conditions of the 76 Manobo residents who evacuated to another town. The families fled their village of Santa Fe on November 22nd following false reports that the military was going to bomb their village. They took temporary shelter in the neighboring Kitaw-Taw town, where some of the children showed signs of colds and other diseases. In an earlier statement, the Army's 88th Infantry Battalion belied reports that the military had planned to bomb the village because of the reported presence of the NPA. The Municipal Social Welfare and Development have already coordinated with Kitaw-Taw's local officials to provide basic services and medical attention to the evacuees. Two alleged New People's Army leaders are facing charges following their arrest for illegal possession of explosives and firearms on Monday in Lanao del Norte. Christopher Cañete and Virjon Virtadazo underwent preliminary investigation before the Lanao del Norte prosecutor's office. The two were arrested in a checkpoint around midnight on Sunday in Barangay Dableston, Sultan Naga de Maporo. They allegedly yielded an improvised explosive device, 2 guns, a rifle grenade, and other paraphernalia. Brigadier General Bagnus Kerlan, Army's 1st Infantry Division and Joint Task Force Zampelan Acting Commander, said the two have revealed several identities connected to the NPA. The Army official has called on the remaining NPA members to lay down their arms and return to the folds of the law. Bacolod Mayor Evelio Leonardo said the Philippines' hosting of the 30th Southeast Asian Games is a moment wherein the Filipinos can unite. Leonardo, National President of League of Cities of the Philippines, appealed to Filipinos to at least give moral support to our athletes. He noted how the last time it was held here, the Philippines won the overall championship due to the home crowd. Leonardo, National President of the League of Cities of the Philippines, witnessed the opening ceremony held on November 30 at the Philippine Arena in Bocaue, Bulacan. He said the show's production value was something that made the Filipinos very proud. Tangub City kicked off its Christmas celebration with the opening of its Christmas Symbols Festival. Visitors were dazzled by landmarks from around the world, reimagined as lighted Christmas decors. Christine Lynn Viajante has the story.
Thousands of visitors witnessed the ceremonial lighting event of Tangub City's Christmas Symbols Festival. 14 colorful mock-up landmarks from all over the world are built and showcased for the tourists. PCOO Secretary Martin Andanar expressed his admiration for the effort being poured to the said creations.
Tangub has gathered the artistic minds and hands for the creation of these lighted masterpieces. Congratulations sa inyong tanan. It is light that shows us the better side of life itself. That makes real the possibilities of the invisible when shown brightly before our eyes.
Few of the life-sized models featured by the festival are the Omar Ali Mosque of Brunei, Sagrada Familia Church of Spain, Treetop Walk of Germany, and a lot more. The mock-up of Keukenhof Garden of Netherlands, or famously called as the Garden of Europe, stood out and gained instant fame. It exhibits 28,000 colorful lighted flowers.
We have passports. Magamit na ninyo para sa inyong memorabilia. Para pagsuri ninyo sa kada lugar, patatak dayon mo sa immigration. Pag uli sa inyong lugar, nadayon ninyo ang mga wala pa kaani. Day, nakaadto na gyud ko sa 14 kanasod. Ana na gyud mo ka world traveler. In one night, you can travel here in Tangub in 14 countries, visa-free. Please get your passport now.
The Christmas Symbols of Tangub City started in 1992. This year is the 27th of this extravagant display. It is open to all visitors from December 1 to January 8, 2020. For PNA Newsroom, Christine Lynn Viajante of the Philippine Information Agency.
Let's now check out the weather forecast for Pagasa.
Sa So makikita natin dito sa ating satellite imagery nga na itong bagyong si Tisoy ay nandito nga sa West Philippine Sea at hindi na ito direkta nakaka-apekto sa anumang bahagi ng ating bansa at tuloy lang natin itong inaasahan na lalabas ng ating area of responsibility kundi ngayong gabi o bukas ng umaga. Samantalang northeast monsoon pa rin ang patuloy na nakaka-apekto nga sa kabuuan ng Luzon na magbibigay pa rin yan ng maulap na papawiri na may kalat-kalat na mga pag-ulan at pagkulog dyan nga yan sa may Cagayan Valley, Cordillera kasama na ang Central Luzon. Samantalang isang low pressure area naman ang ating namatan sa labas pa rin ng area of responsibility and within the next 48 hours ay maliit ang chance nito na mabuo bilang isang bagyo. So ibig sabihin nito over the weekend ay magkakaroon tayo ng typhoon free. So wala naman tayong inaasahan na bagyo na makakapekto nga sa anumang bahagi ng bansa pagdating nga ng kabuuan ng ating weekend. At sa magiging lagay nga ng panahon, dahil nga hindi na ito apektado nga ng bagyong si Tisoy, northeast monsoon naman ang nakakapekto sa malaking bahagi nga ng Luzon area, specific nga dyan sa northern at central Luzon, kaya inaasahan pa rin natin na magkakaroon ng maulap na papawirin na may mga kalat-kalat na mga pag-ulan at pagkulog dyan nga sa northern, sa Cagayan Valley, Cordillera at sa may Ilocos region kasama na ang Central Luzon. Inaasahan nga natin na itong silangang bahagi nga ng Northern Luzon, which is the Cagayan and Isabela area, ay patuloy pa rin makakaranas nga ng mga patuloy na mga pag-ulan dahil pa nga rin dito nga sa ating amihan na nagdadala na ngayon ng mga pag-ulan simula nga kayo ng umaga hanggang sa mga susunod pang oras. Kaya iba yung pag-iingat ang ating ipinapayo sa mga kaubayan natin dyan sa may Cagayan at Isabela area dahil nga inaasahan natin na hindi pa mauhupa yung mga pag-ulan dahil pa rin nga rito sa epekto ng ating amihan. At para naman sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Kabikulan, inaasahan nga natin na improved weather condition ang inaasahan pagkatapos nga silang daanan itong malakas na bagyo si Tisoy at naranasan nila ito nga mga malakas na hangin na dala ng bagyo at nabalitaan nga natin na halos halos maraming puno ang bumagsak. Ganon din ang mga kawad ng kuryente. Kaya iba yung pag-iingat pa rin ang ating inaasahan dahil nga wala pa rin ang means of communication at kuryente dyan sa mga kababayan natin sa Bicol region. At sa mga kababayan naman natin dyan sa Kabisayaan, generally fair weather nang inaasahan o pangkalatang maliwaras ang panahon ang mararanasan nga sa buong Kabisayaan. Kaya inaasahan na natin mga isolated rain showers, dala pa rin ng mga localized thunderstorm ang pwedeng magdulot ng mga pag-ulan. At sa mga kababayan natin dyan sa Mindanao, patuloy pa rin maliwaras sa panahon ng ating inaasahan at mga isolated thunderstorms nga lang ang ating nakikita. Posible yan mula gabi hanggang madaling araw.
Here's another look at today's biggest stories.
President Duterte threatens to sue water concessionaires over irregularities in their concession agreements with the government. The Pasay police says the alleged kidnapping cases reported in the city may be connected to illegal drugs. About 124,000 families in various parts of the country are reported to be affected by Typhoon Tisoy. And the mayor of Bacolod City calls on Filipinos to unite as the country hosts the 30th Southeast Asian Games.
Thank you for watching another episode of the PNA Newsroom. To check out more news content, check our webpage or head on to the Philippine News Agency's Facebook and Twitter accounts. For more stories about the government and how it serves Filipinos, look for these hashtags in all of our social media platforms and websites. We are shown on the pages of the PCOO and its attached agencies. Also, watch us on television on PTV4 and IBC 13. And that's your daily dose of the biggest stories that you need to know. From the PNA Newsroom, I am William Theo. Good day.